Hello and welcome to the inaugural 100 Black Men of Greater Huntsville Incorporated's Black History Scholarship and Mentoring Virtual Fundraiser. My name is Kenneth Anderson, a member of the organization, and I'm honored to serve as the Master of Ceremony for this special occasion. The COVID-19 pandemic has changed the way all of us do things, including this organization. Our two major fundraisers, an annual golf tournament held in the summer and an annual Christmas holiday gala, were canceled in 2020. So as we transition into a new year and a new season of challenges, we knew that moving to a virtual platform would allow us to connect with our sponsors, community partners, and supporters without whom we could not do what we do. Black History Month offers the perfect opportunity to share about the history and the work of this international organization that has been inspiring the lives of Black youth to dream farther and reach higher for almost 60 years. And you'll learn exactly how the local organization has been making an impact in the lives of our young men and future leaders for over 2 decades. Thank you for joining us today. Now, if you tuned in during the countdown, you heard the music of smooth jazz guitarist Kazmir Williams performing the Stevie Wonder classic Sir Duke. You will hear more selections from Kazmir throughout the program. So then, let's begin with a Black History Month video followed by a word from our sponsors.
February is Black History Month, but why? Where did Black History Month come from? It began with this man, Carter G. Woodson, a historian and writer. Woodson noticed that his people were, quote, overlooked, ignored, and even suppressed by the writers of history books and the teachers who used them, end quote. So he started a Black History Week in 1926. And people celebrated it enthusiastically. They started Black History clubs, and teachers started recognizing the contributions of Black Americans in their classrooms. He chose February, by the way, because it held the birthdays of both Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass, 2 men he believed had done tremendous work for the rights and liberties of African Americans. It took another 50 years, though, for Black History Month to become officially recognized by our government. The president at the time, Gerald Ford, said that we should seize the opportunity to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of African Americans in every area of endeavor throughout our history. Here's the funny thing, though. Carter G. Woodson hoped that someday people would no longer celebrate Black History Month. He saw the day when it would no longer be necessary, when finally we would see Black history in America for what it really is, an essential part of American history.
Thank you, sponsors. You'll see several more sponsor videos throughout the broadcast, and it's important that you hear from them because we could not fulfill our mission without the support of these valuable partners who consistently provide resources for the organization. Now, welcome the president of the 100 Black Men of Greater Huntsville Incorporated, Charles L. Hyder Jr.
Hello all. Thank you for joining our recognition of Black History Month in this virtual fundraiser for our mentoring program and scholarship awarding. I also would like to thank our executive officers, chairpersons, and past presidents. At this time, I'd like to introduce our Huntsville City Mayor, Tommy Battle, and our National Chairman, Tommy Dortch.
Hello, I'm City of Huntsville Mayor Tommy Battle, and I am truly honored to welcome you to this special scholarship and mentoring program fundraiser. In celebration of Black History Month, this virtual event is brought to you courtesy of the drive and determination of one of the predominant organizations in the mentoring of the young men of our city, the Greater Huntsville chapter of 100 Black Men. For more than 2 decades, this Huntsville establishment has served as a true community center. The focus is, as it always has been, to help enhance and empower our youth with opportunities that will help them succeed now and in the future. Today, it is our hopes that with your help, we will make great strides in funding collegiate scholarships, as well as the efforts of the 100 Black men in the life-changing work they do each and every day.
I'm Thomas W. Dortch Jr., Chairman of 100 Black Men of America. I want to join all of my brothers in the Greater Huntsville, Alabama chapter in thanking all of the community and celebrating African American History Month. You've done a phenomenal job. You worked with our young people throughout the Greater Huntsville, Alabama area, making sure they had quality education, making sure that them and their families had quality health care. You've made sure that communities were safe and helping to build communities. You've done a phenomenal job. Charles Hyder, you have been a phenomenal leader as our president there. And you've had so many great presidents and officers and men in the 100 Black Men of Greater Huntsville, Alabama. Thank you for doing what you've done and continue to do. You know, 2020 was a very challenging year for all of us. None of us could have imagined that this pandemic that we've been fighting would be so devastating. Again, over 400,000 plus Americans who have died at the hands of this pandemic, but disproportionately African Americans and people of color. Much of that because of preconditions, and a lot of that because of the remnants from racism that has been and continues to be in this country. We dealt with the challenges of police brutality in our communities, and we've been working to make sure we had police reform because we know that all police aren't bad. Many of them are mothers and fathers and sisters and brothers and cousins and those who work in our community and we see every day. But we have to weed out the bad seeds in our police departments to make sure that the laws that are passed even-handedly, and they're there to protect the people, not to take their lives and abuse them. So we have to keep working there. In 2020, we lost some great giants who were members of the 100 Black Men of America. We lost Mayor David Dinkins, who was one of the founding members of the 100 Black Men of New York, and of course was the one who coined our name, 100 Black Men. He called us in New York the 100 Black Men Incorporated. And now from that one chapter in 1963, we have 103 chapters all throughout the United States, in England and the Caribbean islands, and we have developing chapters in Africa. We continue to work with over 125,000 young people in our organization. But again, when we look at the people we lost, and the late Congressman John Lewis, a member of the 100 Black Men of Atlanta, the late leader in Dr. C.T. Vivian, who's considered the father of the Voting Rights Act, Reverend Joseph Lowery, one of the great civil rights leaders of our time. And then the list goes on. We lost Dr. William Haling, the founding president of the 100 Black Men of America. And in January, we lost the great Hank Aaron, a member also of the 100 Black Men of Atlanta, but a man who was a phenomenal civil rights leader. And let's not forget about our sister Cicely Tyson that we lost in January. Well, we've been working hard. We're going to defeat this virus, but we've got to be smart. We've got to make sure that we do social distancing. We have to wear a mask every day. We have to ensure that our loved ones and friends and neighbors wear their mask every day. See, what we're dealing with is just like a forest fire. When the firemen go into the forest, they build these great divides so that the fire can't spread from one side to the other. That's why we have to do social distancing and mask so we can stop this virus in its tracks. I encourage you to get the vaccine. I've had the Pfizer vaccine. I've had both of the vaccine shots, and that was over 3 weeks ago. No side effects, just a little soreness in the injection site. But I can tell you, I'd rather have a little side effect than to deal with what I've heard in the horror stories of COVID-19. Let's stay focused. Let's get involved. This is African American History Month. We can have no American history without discussing the role that African Americans and Blacks in America have made in building this great nation and continue to build this nation and the world. So let's remember, it's not whether February is the shortest month of the year, because we have to take it upon ourselves to teach our children and communities 365 days a year about the great contributions that we've made. Our beginnings didn't start in the slave quarters and in the cotton fields of America. We come from civilization where, again, it was where everyone on the face of this earth are descendants of Africa. We had doctors, lawyers, philosophers, you name it, we had it in Africa. But we fast forward to the day. We have to stay focused. We have to face this racism head on. We have to make sure that we have government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And in 2020, we turned out like never before. And in the runoffs in 2021, we turned out and we had our voices heard. Now our work begins, because even though we have a new administration, and I think we can work with them, we've got to hold them accountable. We cannot let our guard down. We have to continue to register people to vote. We have to continue to turn out and have our voices heard. Go to the local school board meetings, because school boards are just as important as any other body. Go to the city council meeting, to the state houses. You know, we are part of this nation, and we want government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So while we're celebrating Black History Month here in February, let's celebrate every day of the year. Let's teach our children, but also understand, as a united nation, we must be united. We must all work together. I thank you, my brothers in the 100 Black Men of Greater Huntsville, Alabama. Thank you for the phenomenal work you've done and you continue to do. Let's stay focused. Let's continue to battle this pandemic. Let's battle racism. Let's battle police brutality. But more importantly, let's make sure that our young people know, like we know, what they see is what they'll be. And we are real men giving real time.
Thank you, gentlemen. Now we will hear from more of our sponsors.
Mercedes-Benz of Huntsville's #1 President's Day event. Yes, the #1 largest luxury dealer in North Alabama. A special selection of Mercedes-Benz models. One-time holiday offers. All month long. 0.99% APR financing. Plus no payments till May. Secure exceptional offers with Easy Pass. The easy, safe way to buy a car. Plus home delivery. How easy is that? Before you buy, shop holiday savings today at the largest luxury dealer in North Alabama. Mercedes-Benz of Huntsville.
Thank you, sponsors and Cashmere. Now, the members of the 100 Black Men of Greater Huntsville are committed to providing stable and productive futures for a generation of young men who look to them for guidance and support through initiatives such as the Men of Tomorrow MOT Mentoring Program. You're now going to hear from some of those mentees and their parents sharing insights about the impact of this initiative on their lives.
Hello, my name is Jarrell Rickson. I am a former member of the Mentee program and former president of the Mentee program. I'm now a junior at Alabama A&M University and a civil engineering major. It started out in Chick-fil-A. Me and my mom were together, and we had seen the rest of the mentees and Mr. McCoy, and he came and approached me and my mother, and he liked how I carried myself, and he wanted to invite me into the program. But this program has done so much for me. It's kicked down some doors for me. It's helped me kick down some doors and helped me open some doors for opportunities, from conferences to winning CAFE awards to meeting the mayor, just doing a lot of stuff in the community and helping out. I really enjoyed my time here. It really kind of helped me get up on Saturday mornings because some mornings I'll sleep in. But mostly this program is great. It's great for young men. It helps them sharpen on their discipline. And this helped me sharpen up on my discipline as well. And I just want to thank all the mentors and even the mentees and even my team that was there during that time. So thank you.
I am Travion Kretcher, a sophomore mechanical engineering major at Tennessee State University. And I became involved with the Men of Tomorrow when I was about 8 or 9 years old. And I became involved because my cousin was actually involved with the program at one point, and he was basically telling me about the lessons and the teachings that they taught the youth when they were going to the workshops and the meetings. And his mother talked to my mom and gave her a point of contact so that I could get involved with it. And just being in the program allowed me to have male role models that I could look up to and be able to follow and be able to learn from, so that I could be able to become an outstanding man in the community. And being in this program really has done a lot for me in learning how to become a man and also learning how to give back to my community. So this program has led me to become a member of the Collegiate 100, which is the collegiate level of the 100 Black Men. And basically that also does the same thing as the Men of Tomorrow in mentoring young Black males in the community. And this also has led me to, mentor and give back to the same program that I came from when I was younger. So this is what helped me and led me to be in this organization.
My name is Katrell Bone, and I've been a part of the 100 Black Men since 2012. In my 7 years of being a part of the 100 Black Men, I've been exposed to a lot of things. I had the opportunity to meet a lot of people of different cultural backgrounds, political backgrounds. One thing that I look forward to is coming to meetings every Saturday.
My name is Octavian McCovey. I'm in 11th grade. I'm 16 years old, and I go to Century Technology High School. I am very appreciative of this program and the things it's done for me. I've learned to become a better man, better person, respect others, appreciate life, and many more. I've been in this program for about 7 years, and my life has changed drastically. Because of that, I have a job, I'm working now, I have a car, and I just hope that other young men will follow my footsteps and join this program too, and see how it should affect their lives.
Hello, my name is Cecilia Anderson. My son, Larry Anderson, is a senior this year, and he has been a mentee of the 100 Black Men of the Greater Huntsville chapter since he was in the 6th grade. And I heard about the program from a friend of mine whose son was previously in the program. What I can say about the program is that they have stepped up tremendously in our lives. They have come in Larry's life when he greatly needed that male role model. His grades were slipping, his behavior was an issue, but he has since turned that around. He has stood up, become a well-disciplined young man, and I am grateful for this program. His mentor, Mr. Robert McCoy, has been there whenever I've needed him and whenever Larry's needed him. The volunteer hours has been wonderful, and I will forever be grateful for this program. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Janine Owens, the mother of Charles Alexander Owens, affectionately known as Alex. Alex has been a part of the program for about 7 years now, and we were introduced to the program by a good family friend, Charles Hyder, and he told us all about the program and what it offers. So he had everything that he said. We have been more than appreciative and enjoyed and have seen exactly what Charles was telling us about. Alex has been exposed to math, science, political awareness, service projects. He has been on the annual trips that they have for the National 100 Black Men to see the opportunities, the other men that are doing so many things in the community from a national level as well as from what they see here from a local level. He's also been a part of the robotics competition, and he has one-on-one conversations with his mentors. So he is happy to be a part of the program. He enjoys coming now. Actually, it's kind of hard at first because it's easier to play the video games than to come to a Saturday morning meeting. However, he really enjoys coming now. He pays attention to what's going on in the news and the society, and we're so appreciative of all that the 100 has done to pour into these young men and into Alex. And I'm excited to say my son is graduating now and will move on to college. And I, again, cannot be more appreciative of the time, effort, and service that these men have poured into.
As you can see, our mentees are amazing. They are the heart and soul of the 100. Now we'll hear more from our sponsors.
At Nucor, our unique corporate culture is one of the things that makes Nucor America's largest recycler and a Fortune 150 company. To strengthen our teams and ensure future success, Nucor has developed the Nucor Technical Academy.
Coming out of high school, I didn't really know what I was going to do with my life, and then I heard about the Nucor Technical Academy, and they pretty much lay out the next 3 years of your life, and then you graduate with a degree and 3 years of work experience with zero student debt.
Thank you, sponsors. Now we will hear some more great music from Kashmir Williams performing the Earth, Wind, and Fire classic, That's the Way of the World. As a service organization, the primary work of the 100 is to mentor young men, with emphasis on African American males from 5th through 12th grade. Our mission and goals are to support their personal growth and future success, and the opportunity to shape their lives through initiatives like the Men of Tomorrow program. Our mentees participate in education programs through partnerships with premier businesses like Hudson Alpha Institute of Biotechnology and academic institutions like Alabama A&M University. They also participate in community service initiatives and attend religious services, all while working to maintain the highest standards of academic performance. Now, all of this is made possible through the generous support of people and organizations like you, who share our desire to make meaningful investments in the lives of our children and youth who have very promising futures. At this moment, each of you have an opportunity to make a difference by making a secure tax-deductible donation to the 100 Black Men of Greater Huntsville Incorporated. You can do that by going to the website at www.100bmogh.com. That's 100bmogh.com. 100% of your contributions work in this community to improve the quality of life for some amazing young boys who will one day change the world. Now we will hear from Myron McWhite, president of the 100 Black Men of Greater Huntsville Incorporated's Collegiate 100 chapter based at Alabama A&M University.
Hello, my name is Myra McWhite, the president of the Collegiate 100 Quiet Storm chapter at Alabama A&M University. On behalf of the chapter, we would like to thank the Greater Huntsville chapter of Huntsville for fostering our great talents and providing a great source of leadership. Your unwavering support to the community in our chapter, we greatly appreciate it. To the national chapter of 100 Black Men, we are forever indebted for providing a safe space for Black boys to grow into men. To the newly inducted members, congratulations. The work of the 100 starts now.
Thank you, President McWhite. Now we'll hear more from our sponsors, followed by another musical selection by Kashmir Williams performing Golden by the one and only Jill Scott.
Landers McClarty Nissan's #1 President's Day event. Yes, the #1 Nissan dealer in Alabama. Hundreds of Nissans specially selected. One-time holiday savings all month long. Lease a new Rogue or Altima. $199 a month. Get more money to trade with Easy Pass. The easy, safe way to buy a car. Plus home delivery. How easy is that? Before you buy, shop holiday savings at the #1 Nissan dealer in Alabama for the 10th year in a row. Landers McClarty Nissan.
time, the Honorable Lonzo Robinson, presiding judge, City of Huntsville Municipal Court, will conduct the oath of service for new members.
I, and state your name, solemnly swear of my own will and accord that I will do my best to carry out the purpose and the mission to advance the goals of the 100 Black men of Greater Huntsville by taking part in activities and observing the bylaws of local and international organizations. I furthermore promise to aid and assist in personal progress and development of its members, to further brotherly love and fraternal spirit within the organization. Ladies, you may now pin the newest members of the 100 Black men of Greater Huntsville. You have been given your pin of membership. You have taken your pledge as a member of the 100 Black men of Greater Huntsville, and you have received in trust the truths embodied in the 100 Black men of Greater Huntsville. I am happy to declare you now members of the 100 Black men of Greater Huntsville. I welcome you as one of this committed organization.
Each year we take a moment to recognize fallen members of the organization. Will you join me for a moment of silence in their memory? Now, welcome back the president of the 100 Black Men of Greater Huntsville Incorporated, Charles L. Hyder Jr.
Thank you, Kenny, for hosting this Black History event. I want to say thank you to our city, county, and state officials for listening when we reach out to you to discuss the concerns of our community. I also want to say thank you to our 100 national leadership, our chapter program leaders, and to our members. You are the boots on the ground when we're out working in our community. And a special thank you to our corporate sponsors, our community partners, and other organizations. And a special thank you to you, the supporter, for your donations. Have a blessed 2021. Stay healthy, stay safe.
That concludes our program. Thank you for joining us, and thank you to those who give. You are the backbone of the success of this organization, and we sincerely appreciate you. Remember that you still have time to make a secure tax-deductible donation to the 100 Black Men of Greater Huntsville Incorporated. Go to the website at www.100bmogh.com. That's 100bmogh.com. And remember that 100% of your contributions work right here in this community. Cashmere Williams is now going to take us home with another classic, Lovely Day by Bill Withers. I'm Kenny Anderson. Thank you for allowing me to be your host, and please take care and stay healthy.
Love